You ready for some Panda? Let's see this. Is this a wee game I've been working on? Wait till you see this. So my character can move around, do all this crazy stuff, and then when I click end turn, it'll be the AI's turn. He'll go through his decision tree, which you'll see here, and it's a panda. We click end turn, and you'll see it processing. And look at that, he's moved towards me. He's no in range to attack me, and he's not got enough points left. But say I go here, so he's actually got a range of 5, so he can attack from 5 tiles away if he's in line of sight. So if I press end turn, bang, look at that, he attacked me. So let's see how it's done. So I've actually came prepared this time. I'm not going to show you the full script because I think that was shite in the last videos. But here I've got an AI agent entity which inherits from agent entity that handles all the player behaviour. So AI agent entity is derived so it can use all the existing logic, but the main goal of this class is to allow the Panda behaviour tree to access the methods attached to the agent. So you can see here a bunch of stuff. So as turn checks if it's this agent's turn, attack player will attack the player, task is in line of sight, checks if there's a wall in between the agent and the player agent target, and you'll notice that all these methods return a bool value. That's for the Panda behaviour tree to basically tell if that step was successful or if it failed. So this is your behaviour tree script. It's just a text script. So we've got a tree root, a tree attack player, which does the attack player behaviour, move to player, and then idle, which you'll see it just waits, so it doesn't do anything. So these are all our nodes inside the trees. So we've got a fallback node, we've got a sequence node. Here in the documentation it's really concise. You can see here the definitions for sequence and fallback. So a sequence node runs its children one by one from top to bottom. As long as they succeed, it succeeds when all children succeed, and it fails when one child fails. So what that basically means is, if you come back here, the sequence will run through all these steps, but when one of these methods returns false, for example, if I check if I'm in the attack range, if that isn't true, it won't execute anything else in front of it. This is great because that means that the attack player here won't happen and it won't apply the damage to the player because he's not in range. And then the other node that we use is the fallback node, which runs its child one by one from top to bottom as long as they fail. It succeeds in the first child that succeeds, and it fails when all children fail. So again, what that means here on the fallback is it will try and run the attack player. If that fails, then it will move to player, and then if that fails, then it will do the idle. So you can see how this is working now in the game sense. So the AI is going to check if it can attack the player by checking the range and checking the line of sight. If that fails, then it knows it has to move closer to the player. If that fails as well, then it will just be idle and it won't do anything. And I'll show you the Unity setup as well. So here we've got an enemy agent which has got a Panda behaviour script, and this is a script that comes with the Panda behaviour tree asset, and then you just want to add a behaviour tree script here which you'll create and you'll add that logic in. You can update this in runtime and it'll compile in real time, and you can see how it's progressing as well. If I hit end turn, I can see the steps it goes through. So it's counting down and it went through all these steps. It did the attack play. And here's the website for Panda behaviour trees. Don't even know who made it, but I was looking for something to get me going scripting my AI the other day, and I came across this from a forum post for years ago, and it's brilliant. It's kick-started my whole AI building process, so thoroughly recommend it. You can get it in the asset store. There it is. For €40, man, I'm going to pick it up. Well worth it. I've been playing about with the free version just to figure it out, but there's no many video tutorials for it, which is why I was making this. So hopefully it's helped out somebody. But if you've got more questions or you want to see more on this script, feel free to comment and let me know, and I'll do that because I've thoroughly enjoyed working with it so far. And if you're Eric Baig, sorry if I've said your name wrong, bravo, it's been a pleasure to use your assets so far. So cheers guys, and I'll see you next time.